After climbing to the top of the smartphone market in its home country, the Chinese giant Huawei is taking off in Europe. But to challenge the big players like Samsung and Apple, the world's number 3 smartphone maker needs to figure out how to provide a good service for the Western countries as well. And right now, they are starting to roll it out. I'm Steven from TechMagnet, and in today's episode of The Truth About, we will have a closer look behind the scenes of Huawei's after-sales service. As Nokia's home country, Finland was once the center of the cell phone universe in Europe. It later became Apple and Samsung territory. But over the past year, Huawei's smartphone market share has climbed from almost nothing to the summit, and it's growing. Huawei owes part of its success to a technical advantage that competitors can't match. Huawei makes products along every point of wireless communications. It builds the telecom networks that transmit the signals, the chipsets inside the smartphones that interact with the networks, and the handsets themselves, which it manufactures mostly in the city of Shenzhen and its surroundings. In the US, Huawei is still a brand that most people don't know, because due to government pressure, they couldn't sell as they wanted to. For years, the company was one of many manufacturers making cheap, low-quality phones, mostly so-called white-label products for telecom carriers that slapped their own logos on the back. But Huawei didn't see a future making them, and they did put all their effort into establishing their own brand. When you have your own brand, you also need to take care about service, marketing, and much more than just building phones. That's why Huawei is building various service centers across Europe. The first one opened up in Italy, then Spain, and even now a service store opened up in my hometown Vienna. With this new center, Huawei, which is also an ICT solution provider, it's meeting its goal of making customer service a priority. The center is a part of its strategy to boost its after-sales service and get close to the service which Apple and Samsung are offering. Now there are so-called speed repairs for minor defects on site with minimal waiting time, if all the replacement parts are available in the store for sure. In the event of a longer waiting period, the customers will receive a replacement device. The concept of the Huawei store reminds me a lot of Apple's Genius Bar. The customer can make an appointment online or visit the shop at Wiener Fleischmarkt during the business hours and just get the phone fixed. So the employees make a diagnosis on site and carry out the repair immediately. A repair should only take a maximum of 2 hours if everything is in stock. I had a look behind the scenes, and even though the location looks really small, they professionally repair up to 800 phones per month right now. I personally know that there are a lot of repairing tutorials on YouTube, and I even made some on my own, but repairing a smartphone isn't that easy, and also you will need some special tools and precautions. I used to repair smartphones in the past as well, but once I've seen how professional these guys are, I've seen that I did many things wrong. Now, even though my repairs worked fine without all this expensive equipment, but nowadays smartphones are getting harder and harder to repair. So IP65 or 68 certified smartphones like the P20 Pro are glued together with a special glue to make them waterproof. They need to be baked in an oven before you can take them apart. This is nothing which I would personally try at home with a heat gun or a normal oven like I've used to in the past. When you enter the repair lab, you have to do an ESD check. So ESD stands for electrostatic discharge, and it's the sudden flow of electricity between two electrically charged objects caused by contact. An electrical short that can basically kill electronics. So when you give them your phone for repair, you need to tell them what kind of problems you experience. They will check the problem with their own Huawei diagnostics tool. It's a really interesting troubleshooting tool that can test the whole device within a few minutes. So all they have to do is connect it to the PC, insert SIM cards, and then run the tool. Now for sure there are also some manual tasks involved, like checking the digitizer, microphone or the speaker. After they know what's wrong with it, they will usually repair it. So if your device is still within the warranty period or has this VIP service, then they will repair it at their costs. If it's out of warranty or not covered by the warranty, they will repair it for a fee and replacement part costs. Now they told me that still most of the people without warranty will repair it, since the prices are really compatible and many people have insurance as well. The repair itself takes on average only 23 minutes, which is really impressive. I still remember how I changed iPhone screens in the past, and even this took way longer. They have all kind of professional tools, and Mr. Kumar, who is responsible for repairs, has many years of experience in this field. But for sure, as you would guess, they only change parts. Board level repair wouldn't make any sense here in Austria, as the tools are very expensive and also labor is very expensive as well. Also, in the future, they are maybe planning a home repair service, so technicians will come to your home and repair the phone at your place, but this is something for the future. All in all, it's very nice to see where Huawei is going and really evolving from a small Chinese brand to a global giant like Apple. I think if you want to be a premium brand, you also need to provide premium service. However, there's a long way to roll this out worldwide and maybe overtake Apple in the next years. So I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this episode of The Truth About and that was kinda helpful to you guys. If you did, please like this video, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. I'm Steven from TechMagnet and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye bye.